I've had 1979's Prophecy sitting in my to-watch pile for a very long time. I knew more about it when I first added it, but at this point all I remembered was that Rocky Balboa's wet blanket wife, Talia Shire, was the star. But it's called Prophecy, and it's Prophecy Week, so here we go. This thing has a cast. Aside from Shire, there's also the construction worker detective from Ants, and Armand Assante playing a Native American, and Richard Dysart from The Thing. A couple other familiar faces pop up from time to time as well. Also, it's from the director of The Manchurian Candidate and Reindeer Games, John Frankenheimer. That's impressive! Now, let me get this out of the way first. You should watch Prophecy. If you have any interest at all in nature run-amok movies from the post-Jaws era, stop watching this and go watch the movie, because I'm about to spoil the hell out of it. I can't talk around it, there's too much. We start with some dudes tracking something. Things go quite badly for their dogs, and then them. We don't see what did them in. We then meet our star, Talia Shire. She's pregnant. That's causing 1970s problems. Does she tell her man? Does she not tell her man? Her man doesn't want kids, but she does, so what to do? Her man is a public health inspector who gives a shit, except about having kids, that is. He's given the opportunity to write a report about a conflict between a paper mill and the Native Americans whose land is being taken by the paper mill. He and his secretly pregnant wife head off to the secluded location. After watching a poor dog, the only survivor of the opening scene, get what seems like an insanely dangerous helicopter ride, they are confronted by protesters led by Assante. This escalates quickly, and then a chainsaw versus axe fight breaks out. So that was rad, and I still have no idea what this movie is about. Well, soon after, our leads start to notice some bizarre mutations in the area. Huge fish, a monstrous tadpole, bizarre behavior from the local population, and an attack by a deranged raccoon in an extremely unnerving sequence. The focus becomes the water, and specifically that the paper mill is polluting it, something they of course deny. But guess what? They're polluting it, with a chemical so toxic it was once responsible for killing thousands in Japan. Meanwhile, the body count in the area continues to rise, and the transplanted locals are firmly convinced it's because of the actual locals. But I'll go ahead and tell you now that it's literally South Park's man-bear pig that's murdering everything in sight. It's a gigantic mutated bear creature thing, and it is wrecking shit. So, everything about this film works except for the special effects. The characters, the conflict, the tension, the overall WTF-ness of what's going on, it all works. If only the effects had been able to hang with the rest of the elements. Because, I mean, the special effects are laughably bad. They are not in the film much, and hell, you really don't get a glimpse of the thing until almost an hour in, so that's good, but wow, when they're on screen, it's just like, oh man, you guys were so close, you almost had it. Instead, when a main character ends up going out, it's silly. I mean, really silly. And then the last shot of the movie, I laughed for, I don't know, a minute. Talia Shire might be the least effective lead character in a movie I've ever seen. Her role is be pregnant. It's not her fault, mind you, and I'm not blaming her. It's just so bizarre for the top-billed star of a movie to have literally nothing to do but worry about her pregnancy, while a potential mutated monster crisis is going on around her. Her concerns are valid, but it's almost as if they should have been assigned to a supporting character. But yeah, wow, what a thing 1979's Prophecy is. It's so close. I mean, I guess what perplexes me most is how such a great idea with top-notch talent could end up so silly. Oh.